Hello, my name is Oren with ServerMatter, and today I will be demonstrating how to use the ServerMatter calendar through your browser. This will cover making new calendars, new events, recurring events, how to delete events and calendars as well as restore them in case anything was accidentally deleted, and a couple of other things. You're welcome to pause the video at any time if you need more time to read anything on screen, as well as skip ahead to chapters if you just need to know how to do one of these things. Feel free to also leave a comment down below if you need any additional help or reach out to one of us. Without further ado, let's get into it. Head to your server domain's dashboard, which may look something like this, and click on the calendar button on the top bar. From here you will see this screen. You can create a new calendar by hitting this new calendar button here on the left bar. This gives you a couple of different options like new calendar and new calendar with task list, which lets you sync reminders and tasks with your calendar, as well as a read-only pre-existing external calendar that you can link here. I would recommend using the calendar with the task list as it allows you to synchronize those later on if you ever decide to use that as a feature. Type in a name here, then hit the arrow to create your new calendar. So now that this calendar exists here on the side, I can click any day to make an event. In this case the 16th, and this will open a menu that allows me to select which calendar I'd like with this option here. I'm going to put it on my new example calendar, and the color changes to orange to match with that, and then I can change my title to be important event. Right now this is set to be an all-day event, which can be changed, but in this example I'm going to leave it. I can set a location as well as a description, although these are both optional fields. In this case I'll go ahead and put in the address of this event, and then a description of what this event will be. You can also put links and lengthy descriptions in this box here, or just keep it short and simple. Press save when you're finished editing, and the event will show up here on the calendar on the 16th. And since this is an all-day event, it does not have any set time shown. If I click on the 16th again, I can make a new event here, change it over to my example calendar, and name it something else, for example, morning meeting. Now this event is definitely not going on all day, so I'm going to uncheck this. And the start time for this, I'm going to say, is 8:30 a.m. So if I click on that time box, I have the option to scroll through this list until I find 8, and then on this bar there's 30, and I can make sure it says AM. And I can change the date by pressing this button here and selecting a different date, but in this case I'm going to leave it as is, and when I'm done hit OK. And you can also click on this box here to change the end time. So if I think this meeting is going to be longer than an hour, I can change that to then. And these fields are optional, as I mentioned previously, so I'm just going to save this here. Now I have an 8:30 morning meeting here on my calendar. Now say I got a call later on and they told me it was going to be changed to Saturday. I can click, drag, and let go onto a different day. If this was going to be a meeting we'd hold every week, I can open this up again by clicking on the event, hitting the More button, and I have a lot more customization options. I'm looking for the recurrence option, which is down here. I can click the pencil to the right to change this setting. So right now it's set to never, which I can click on and change it to be a weekly recurring event. So when I click on the week, I can have it set to Saturday, and I can set the end repeat to never, although if I wanted to customize that to only run for 3 months, for example, I could do that. And here I can change some other settings like a reminder, I can add a description, and some other categories. I'm just going to change that and hit update. Now you'll notice that morning meeting is now every Saturday at 8:30 a.m. If I wanted to turn this off in the future, I can click on one of them and hit more. And by clicking more, I can navigate back down to where all the recurring settings were by hitting this pencil, changing it from week to never, and then updating this and all of the future events with these settings so that we no longer have any recurring ones. Now if I wanted to delete this event, for example, I can click on this, and the 3 dots appear at the top, then the delete button. You can also delete all future occurrences by using this option if you have a recurring event. Now say I accidentally deleted this very important event. I can restore it by going here at the bottom left and clicking on the trash bin. I can see that the important event is still here, and I can hit the restore button to bring it back to the calendar as it was. I can hit the X to go back. Now the important event is repopulated back to where it was, and the trash can does only hold on to calendars and events for 30 days. Another important calendar tool, especially if you have multiple calendars, is the ability to turn them visible and invisible. A filled-in circle means it is currently visible, and the hollow circle means that it's currently set to invisible. So now I can see my personal calendar as well as my example calendar events here in different colors. If you have a bunch of external calendars or different ones like shared calendars, this would be very useful to keep things organized or look for particular events. Another important tool of the ServerMatter calendar is making a shared calendar, which you can find a video on that here in the description of this video, as well as by going back to the ServerMatter channel and searching up shared calendar. If you have any questions on anything you saw in this video, feel free to leave a comment down below, and we'll be here to support you along the way, and thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.